welcome to this week's episode of the Ramblin' Ronald's podcast. I said previously last week that I wasn't going to do an episode, and I didn't. I was just pretty tired from traveling, and it was a long day last Sunday. This week I'm joined with my wife, and we're going to talk about Taylor and Alex's wedding.
Hello.
And also, it's a little late in the day that this will come out because we started recording at 10. We kind of got busy today a little bit, so sorry about that. And it was real cool hearing some people's feedback who listened to the podcast at the wedding. That was real cool. But I think I'll ask Jill first. What did you think of the wedding, Jill?
Oh, I thought it was absolutely beautiful. Yeah. It was so much fun. The band. Usually live bands are not my jam at weddings because, I don't know, a lot of times they just don't play good music. But this band was on fire. Played awesome music, awesome musicians. I mean, they were just, they blew it out of the water. And obviously, I sobbed like a tiny child throughout Taylor and Alex's vows. It was just so emotional, and I just lost my shit.
Yeah. How did you feel about being in a camp setting for a wedding?
I really liked it. I thought it was fun. Then we got to spend the whole weekend celebrating. I kind of wish all weddings were like that,
Yeah.
We could be able to, spread it out over more than one day.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was one of the better weddings that I've been to in a long time.
Yeah.
For
sure. It was our first Jewish wedding we had been to. Or Jewish ceremony, I guess.
Right. Yeah. And it wasn't really, it was just a little different. I guess the right word is doxology. There's, not doxology, but you know what I mean.
Doctrine.
Yeah, what they're just different practices and traditions.
Yeah, Jesse had to wear a yarmulke.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but Taylor and Alex also, they switched it up and made it their own, so it wasn't completely Jewish. I mean, it was, but it was, so, normally the wife circles the husband 7 times, but they each circled each other 3 times and circled each other, together once. For a little more equality.
It was cute.
Yeah, it was very cute.
And, they're, I'll say it again, they're probably one of the more precious couples I've seen. They're just so, I don't know, I guess lovey-dovey, awfully.
Yeah, during my speech that I gave Friday, I talked about how I was shocked to hear that their most serious argument was about double dipping a knife or something, or using the same knife for cream cheese as for jelly. And Taylor confirmed that to this day that has been their most serious argument, and I cannot fathom that being your most serious argument. So they're clearly meant for each other if they're able to calmly discuss, other big topics that aren't knife and cream cheese.
Yeah, and come on, you tainted the cream cheese.
I respect, I understand no, this is a very serious issue that we need to discuss, Jesse, and we need to know what our listeners think. I use the same knife to make my peanut butter and jelly. I don't switch knives.
Okay.
But I do the jelly first because it is easier to get off the spoon, so it doesn't smear into the peanut butter. But I'm not making a second knife dish. I'm not making more dishes to wash,
And that's surprising coming from you. When you cook, you use 18 dishes for...
Okay, I make complicated recipes that are delicious. Aren't they?
Okay.
Aren't they good?
But we have to wash every single dish that we own after.
Well, yeah, sorry I don't make simple things. You can start meal planning and cooking. You can do that.
Okay.
Okay, listeners, we'll report back next week on how Jesse's week of cooking and meal planning goes.
I take it back.
Oh, okay. Change tune real quick there.
Take it all back. Yeah, it was Taylor, and I don't know if I'm not sure if I met a lot of Alex's friends, but I know I met a good bit of Taylor's friends.
We met one of my. I just keep laughing about it. When I was really tired, and we met that childhood friend of Alex's. I don't even remember their names, and you said, "Hi, I'm Jessie," and then they said their names, and I was so tired that I just repeated what you said and went, "I'm Jessie."
Oh gosh, I don't remember this.
They were like, "What? You both named Jessie?"
Oh,
it didn't even hit me that I just repeated what you said.
Oh, jeez. Is it because, like, when you go to is it because when you get coffee, you're tired of people mispronouncing your name, that you always say it's me?
No, I think it's that I was thinking about something else, and so I just, like, the first thing I heard, I repeated.
Oh, gosh.
What I think what I was thinking about is that I was mad because I didn't feel like socializing, even though they actually turned out to be really fun to talk to. I was mad that you hadn't sat across from me, that you sat by my side, so that it seemed like we were inviting people to sit with us. So I was distracted thinking about how we really messed that one up. And so I just repeated you.
Ooh, sure.
Yep.
But,
anyways.
Yeah, so I think now that Jill said a lot of things about the wedding, I'll say some things. I really enjoyed it. It was cool to see the, I guess, kind of countryside near, I guess it's a suburb outside of Albany, New York, so upstate New York. And I thought it was pretty. It was cool. The drive to the camp was really pretty. Seeing the downtown Albany on the way, and it was awfully green there, and it was weird that the day before the wedding was September 13th, but nothing bad happened, so good.
Taylor said she planned it that way.
Oh.
She picked a day that would have a Friday the 13th with a full moon.
Yeah, it was pretty cool seeing the moon out there because, it was in the, it was far... It was in a rural setting, far enough from not to have light pollution, so you could see stars and stuff. So that was pretty cool. It was cool meeting all of Taylor's friends, and I don't know. There were some cool people. It was cool meeting or hanging out with fellow Chautauquans, and. Yeah, that was all pretty cool. I had fun.
Yeah, Jessie was the last one to come in Friday night.
I got real drunk the first night.
Which, shockingly, I was the first one to come in Friday night. You know me, I'm FOMO over here, fear missing out.
Yeah.
But I was very tired, so I just said I'd have more fun sleeping.
Yeah, and I think I talked to one of... So Taylor works for I guess kind of like the Democratic Party.
Yeah, she works
in some sort of fashion, and reaches out to, try to, get women's equality and all that kind of stuff.
She tries to get voters engaged.
Yeah.
She's like director of like women's outreach or something.
Okay, so yeah, So
she has to stay. She can't have a favorite nominee or a favorite candidate.
Well, I mean, and I talked some, no names, but I talked shop about Andrew Yang, and that was pretty fun out in the woods around the campfire, and one of our Chautauquans, no names, but tried to dance on fire, literally, like walk on it and just kind of...
Wasn't he wearing Crocs or something?
No, he's wearing Birkenstocks.
Birkenstocks, oh my gosh.
But,
this is also the same guy who beer bonged a Four Loko back when they had caffeine in them.
Oh, gosh.
So
we won't say any names.
He's got a rep.
How about that?
Yeah, how about that?
But, it was all good fun. I went a little too hard the first night, but it was cool hanging out, talking to these people. And I had a good time out there. It was all fun. And then I woke up the next day and I missed out on the tug of war and the slip and slide because I was, throwing up.
But good little wifey Jill bought you breakfast in bed.
Yeah, and it was great. All the meals were provided. Felt like I was going to a summer camp and also a wedding. It was real fun, yeah.
I liked that it felt like fall. It doesn't feel like fall down here in Baton Rouge, obviously. I mean, it feels like not deathly summer.
Right.
But, the leaves were turning. We had, like, apple cider. We had apple spiced donuts. We had apples. We just had a lot of apple stuff, basically. But it was freezing at night, like, literally freezing. But during the day, it was nice and refreshing and crisp.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cabins didn't have heat, so we were told we were only allotted one blanket. And I think I went into the blanket storage area, and I somehow ended up with at least 5. And then I know I stole 2 more for other people who were chilly.
Yeah.
So I'm like the Robin Hood of blankets.
Jeez. Mm-hmm. Chill breaker of rules. Instead of,
breaker of chains.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I want my blanket, I want my blanket.
Yeah.
People had, like, down comforters and crap. I was real jealous, okay?
Jill Targaryen.
Yes.
Breaker of rules. But not winner of tetherball. We played a match of tetherball and I destroyed Jill. Let's have that one out there.
So sorry if I don't know how to play tetherball. Like, I don't know how people can just let a huge ball fly at their face. You hit it so hard.
Oh, sorry.
Like, it wasn't even... I would have died if that had hit me. I would have gotten knocked out, and then I would have hit my head on the concrete, and then I would have bled out. It would have been... You'd be a widow doing this podcast. A widower.
Oh. Not for long, though. But, anyways...
Oh, okay. All right. I already got people lined up, huh? Okay. See how that one pans out.
Yeah, well. Anyways, just kidding. I love my wife dearly. Mm-hmm. I would be heartbroken.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's right.
Let's move it along.
That's right.
The ceremony itself was very beautiful. It was very intimate. It was like in the woods and had this romantic lighting, and we had kind of already talked about it a little bit. The way they ended the Jewish ceremony in traditional spirit with the breaking of the glass, but their vows were very endearing and special. They were much longer than our vows, but
yeah, they were a lot.
They had long vows for each other, but
they were. I think they also felt longer because they cried a lot more than we did.
Maybe.
So there was a lot of breaks for sobbing.
Yeah.
Which was very sweet, which made me just sob even harder.
Yeah. So you could tell they were awfully in love, and that's always special. And I think and then the reception afterwards was fun. There was a lot of good music. The food was really good. The food, actually, they had pizza there, and the pizza to me...
Oh my gosh, it was so good.
It was delicious. It made me remind me of when I was in the Navy, and I went on the deployment to Sicily, and I had pizza there. It was like that almost.
It was local wood fire, and they were cooking it on site. Oh my gosh.
It was made in over there, so it was really good. So, what else did you... other than that, I think that's about it.
Yeah, it was fun seeing the girls that I got and guys that I got to know over the Bachelorette weekend. And then seeing Chautauquans from D.C. that we don't see very often. Yeah. It's always a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything else about the wedding.
I think that's...
I did try rock climbing. So there was a rock climbing wall because it's at a camp, right? Mm-hmm. And I got both feet off the ground, so
something.
Yeah, that's something. And then I immediately freaked out, and my legs, I lost all function in my legs and just fell off. But yeah, because I don't know why people do that for fun. Like,
you're crazy.
Yeah, like, why do you want to climb up away from safety?
Yeah.
Like, the more you succeed, the closer you get to death.
Yeah, like we were born on the ground. But
I like being.
Why can't you just be content with being on the ground?
Yeah, or like climb things that are like meant to be climbed,
like a tree,
or like a ladder.
Yeah.
Or like stairs.
Yeah. Or, escalator.
Yeah, or just like not climb things.
Yeah.
Or just enjoy the view from below.
Yeah.
Like us short people do.
Well, I mean, I'm tall and I would never do that.
Well, yeah, you can already see everything. You're already tall enough.
Jeez. Are you some kind of tallest?
Yeah. You know I'm...
You have a prejudice against tall people?
No, I married you because you're tall.
Oh.
So you can reach all the
So
things.
you could reap all the fruits.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Anyways. In non-wedding update, welcome to Jill's Kitty Corner.
Oh.
We have a kitten. So right before the wedding, stop. You love him. Right before the wedding, I had a neighbor come knock on my door because they know that we do animal stuff. And they were like, oh, well, we found this kitten. We're just going to leave it in this box outside so we can take it to... They had a bowl of milk with it, which PSA, kittens don't drink milk. They drink kitten milk replacement formula, which is not cow's milk. Which I learned the hard way as well. When I first got Luther, I thought cats drank milk because I grew up with inside-outside cats, and they drank milk, and we just didn't see all the diarrhea because they were outside cats. I got to see Luther's wonderful diarrhea all over our guest bedroom the first time I brought him inside. So don't give kittens milk. If they have teeth, just give them wet food, which is what I did with this little Bubs. He had nice sharp teeth, and he ate his wet food right away. And anyways, I took him to animal control, and I put on there that, you know, like, I could foster him if we had to, you know, like if they were going to put him down if he didn't have a foster. Well, they called and said they needed me to foster, so now we have like a 5-week-old kitten. Mm-hmm. And he is the neediest cat in the world. He'll be in his playpen with food, with water, wet and dry food, his litter pan, his blankies, his toys, and he's screaming as if I'm slowly murdering him, all because he can't be on our shoulders. To just sit on either one of us. He likes to just sit on our shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
Jesse, why aren't you more excited about this kitten?
Because I'm not. I mean, we had a perfectly empty guest room, and now we have a noisy, diarrhea-smelled guest room.
Yeah, he just got dewormed today, and we just gave him a bath and got lots of diarrhea. He's long hair, so there's a lot caught in there. I'd bathed him twice before, too, so it wasn't like we hadn't tried. There's just a lot in there. Mm-hmm. Well, you think he's cute?
Yeah.
He's cute, and he's sweet. He just wants to be next to his humans.
Yeah. I was hoping to just enjoy our kitties for once.
Well, we will once he's gone. You know, we got, like 2-3 more weeks with him till he can get fixed? Maybe. He's severely underweight because of the worms.
Yeah.
So, which I'm a little mad that the shelter didn't deworm him before they gave him to me to foster. Like, how did that not happen? But whatever. Well, Jesse's busy texting on his phone, so I guess Jill's Kitty Corner is over.
I wasn't texting. I was just reading a notification from CNN.
Oh, yes. It's more important than Jill's Kitty Corner.
Well, you'll have it known to you right now, this moment. Game of Thrones just took top prize at the Emmys in their category.
Well, let's go burn down the Emmys because that was a hot, steaming pile of shit.
All right.
I cannot believe that won anything.
Well, I'm telling you.
I'm surprised there's not a public execution of those writers. That was
I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
I'm pretending that season 8 and most of season 7 just doesn't exist. It just never happened. Okay. It's not part of my world.
Yeah. But, is there anything else you would like to talk about?
I could go on for another hour about how much I hated the last season of Game of Thrones. Should that be next week's topic?
I guess. It's gonna. I don't like to feel negative energy in this podcast.
Okay, sorry. Well, you were getting real negative about the kitten, so.
Yeah, well, you just kind of snuck in Jill's kitty corner, so what do you expect? Yeah.
Hey, the people
No heads up. What people? I don't have emails.
Remember, we did a Instagram vote, and people voted for Jill's Kitty Corner.
Oh, did they?
Yes, and you never instituted it. You've been denying me.
Yep.
Anyways,
what else? Do you have anything else to say?
No. All I've been thinking about is Kitten 24/7 and how beautiful that wedding was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the wedding part, not the ladder thing.
You think about the kitten too, because it screams at you, so you have to think about how annoying it is.
That's right.
It is pretty annoying. I'll give that to you.
Well, anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this week's episode of the Ramblin' Reynolds podcast. You can listen to my podcast on iTunes or /Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher. You can go directly to podbean.com or download the Podbean app and listen to it there. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this week's episode of the podcast. You can email me for topics, or if you want to be a guest, you can also do that at ramblinrunnels@gmail.com. And you can also reach me on... you can reach me at on various social medias, on Twitter, or Instagram, Facebook. Twitter is Jesse_Runnels, Instagram is Jesse.Runnels, and Facebook simply just Jesse Runnels. And I'd just like to say congrats to Taylor and Alex.
Congratulations!
And happy 1 week anniversary by now. Yeah, it's about, a little
It was a week on Saturday.
Yeah, so it's a week, and, I hope they're, enjoying each other's company as a newlywed, and they'll see that being married's a little different than being engaged. And, I'm sure they'll be a successful couple, and, congrats to Taylor and Alex.
Yay!